7 o'clock. Yankees 6-5 winners, Mets 3-2 losers today. We'll have a little on Mariano a little later. We go from Darrell Rivas to Plaxico Burress. Plaxico, Mike Francesa, good to see you. How are you?
How you doing?
Welcome to the program. As you begin an interesting journey back, how's it going?
It's going well. I'm happy to be here. It's a great place to be. Beautiful atmosphere with, which Rex has established here, and just coming in here and get to know guys and get that camaraderie with them day in and day out. It's just it just feels good.
You went to visit your old teams. You went to visit the Steelers. You went to visit the Giants. Met with Coughlin. And then signed here. Was it just the guaranteed money, or was there some other reason why you signed here?
Like I said before, if it was solely about the money, I could have went somewhere else. I just, I made a decision based on, where I'm at in my life, and
Was it about the head coach? Was it about the rest of the team? What was it that brought you to the Jets?
I think when you make a decision, in your career, you base your decision based on, head coach, quarterback situation, the players that are involved, and all the pieces to the puzzle. And, like I said, it was a lot of personal decisions that I made to come here, and, I just felt it was right.
Did, you're not a young guy, but you're not an old guy by any stretch. You've been out of the game for a couple of years. Could you keep in a conditioning, being away, be incarcerated, can you keep yourself in a conditioning there that has anything that has any relation to football, that is going to be football-like, or is it a whole different deal now that you're out now and back playing football again?
I feel great. All you just have to do is just look at me the way I'm running routes and catching the football. It pretty much speaks for itself. And I just be glad when I get out on the football field and be able to go out and play. You just got to understand that, I've only been, home not even 3 months.
Right.
And hey, I feel great.
But the fact that no contact for a couple of years, is that something that you worry about being hurt because you haven't played in 2 years?
It doesn't bother me at all. I've been playing football since I've been 7 years old. Like I said, when I get on that football field, I think everybody's going to be in shock.
So you think you're going to be back to the same level you were before you left?
I'm going to play at a very high level, yes.
Okay. And you don't think that because you did, 2 years is a long time to be away from anything. Being away from getting hit and bouncing back and taking in, and having contact and stuff like that, you don't think that'll be an issue at all, huh?
Not at all.
Okay. It'd be interesting to watch. Just to see if that, because I just wonder, it's so hard to stay healthy in the NFL anyway for anybody. Guy who plays every week, it's hard to stay healthy. You guys are always getting hit. There's a lot of contact. Obviously, there's a million injuries, so you wonder if that takes a toll at all. But you don't think it will at all?
Not at all.
How would you describe, for the guys Giant fans, football fans who've seen you playing in big games, playing in championship games, playing in Super Bowls, and then have what goes on in your life and the route your life took, how would you explain what you've been through? How would you describe it for the audience?
You really can't explain it. I think it's something that I dealt with, that it's a life that nobody, you will see unless you go through. So, as I've tried to explain or, try to let people understand what I've been through emotionally, what I put my family through, and, just going through everything that I went through. It's tough for me to sit here and, sit behind a table and a microphone and for people to understand.
Well, does it, I think it's very hard for us to understand. I think it really is. And, you go from being a star athlete to losing your freedom. I'm sure it's an incredible adjustment. Did it go very slowly? Did it seem like it went did it go painfully slowly? I would think that would be my reaction. I would think it would be very slow.
It was the slowest, fastest time of my life.
Explain.
Because, the days were long. And, I was just, replaying, everything that had went on at that time. And by the time I had finished thinking about it, it was time for me to go. And I was like, wow. And, I just said to myself, you got to take advantage every day. Make every day your masterpiece because, time flies.
Does the Super Bowl seem like a million years ago?
Seems like yesterday.
Oh, it does?
Yeah.
That's interesting. If you're different, how are you different from the guy who went in there? How are you different now?
I'm older. I'm 2 years older, wiser. And, priorities are different in life. Not even really concerned about football because, it's just something that I've been doing for so long that, I feel that, when I'm out there, it feels like I never left. But, you ask me, how am I different? I think that the things in life far more outweigh anything that goes on the football field.
Do you sense that when you travel around now back in NFL circles, do people treat you the same as they did before, or they treat you differently?
They actually treat me better.
Really?
Whether you believe it or not, I think everything that I went through, I think, everybody on the outside, that seems that it was kind of harsh. And, I dealt with my situation, and I was accountable for my actions, being responsible, and did what I have to do. And now it's just time for me to, it's my time to shine.
There was a lot made, and you guys had a lot of success together. There was a lot made about the Coughlin-Plaxico Burress relationship. How would you describe it? I mean, you guys won a Super Bowl together. How would you describe your relationship?
It was basically a working relationship. On Sundays, we both had the same goal, and that was to win. I'm a great competitor. I hate to lose. Everybody over there on that side, coaches, players, everybody in that building knows that. When I was on that football field, I was competing to win. And, it was an ambivalent relationship at times, but at the end of the day, when Sundays and game day came around, we were on the same page trying to win games.
Did you enjoy your time with the Giants?
Most definitely. I mean, some of the guys that are still over now, some of the guys that aren't playing, I mean, we're like family, we're like brothers, and I think it speaks a lot for, the guys that, a lot of them that came to visit me. It says a lot about them and myself and the relationship that we have outside of football.
Did you get a lot of did a lot of people come visit you when you were? I mean, first of all, are you allowed a lot of visitors? I don't even know.
Yeah.
Are you allowed a lot?
Yeah.
Did you get a lot of people from players, ex-players, and former players visit you?
Yeah, Michael Strahan, O.C., David Tyree, Brandon Jacobs, Jabril Wilson, Amani Toomer. I mean, the list just goes on. I mean, all those guys came up to see me, and Mike Sullivan, wide receiver coach, Steve Tisch, Chris Palmer, the quarterback coach, came to see me, and it just said a lot about those guys, and it was very humbling for them to reach out to me at such a time in my life.
We're talking with Plaxico Burress as he joins the Jet wide receiver corps now with Mason and yourself, Santonio Holmes. In terms of name, that is a very formidable threesome. There's no question. And a lot of experience and a very formidable. What do you think about your receiving corps here?
Oh man, I'm excited. I'm anxious. Not just for myself, but for the guys that's I'm surrounded by. We had Santonio and Derek, all three of us guys have played at a high level and played in a Super Bowl at one point in our career. And I mean, you playing with a first ballot Hall of Fame in LaDainian Tomlinson, and just watching Mark grow each day as a quarterback. I think he has all the tools to be an elite quarterback in this league, and I think he's going to come around very quick. And I'm expecting great things for him and everybody else that's involved.
Was the head coach? Was the head coach's personality a factor in whether you're coming out? I mean, is the head coach, we all think, I think in the media a lot of times and fans, a guy's going to go somewhere where he's drawn to the head coach. He either likes the style of play or he likes the way the coach treats players or the message the coach sends. Is the head coach a big reason why you go somewhere as a free agent?
Without question. I mean, not just in football, but just, in sports generally. I mean, you want to go somewhere where you can, have a relationship, with the coach, and it's definitely a factor in making the decision going anywhere, professionally.
Because I think most of the time that it comes down to, hey, you're going to go where, A, you get a chance to play, which for you is not an issue, you're a star player, but that and whoever pays you the most money. I mean, opportunity to play and money, usually we think of the reasons, but the head coach is a big reason too, right? Or the style of play might be a big reason too.
All money's not good money, and I've seen and learned that over the 10 years that I've been in this business. And, see players go elsewhere to make a few $1 million, and they're 3-13, 4-12 every year. They're pulling their hair out, and they're making their vacation decisions in October. And I just wanted to come to a place where I could play at a high level and just be accepted.
What's your fondest? Is your fondest memory? The Giants, the Green Bay game where you had an incredible game, or is the final moments of the Patriot game?
I mean, both were a very special time. I mean, it crosses your mind, frequently.
You relive that a lot over the last couple of years, those moments?
I mean, you gotta understand that, you get to the pinnacle of your sport is something that you dream of as a child, and to be able to go down and, to win the game in the fashion that we did, and basically the single season,
right,
highest scoring offense, 18-0 or whatever that record was.
And you dream about catching a ball to win a game, right? I mean, especially a Super Bowl, right?
I mean, you can't draw it up any better.
No, I mean, I would think it's something that you had to draw back on a lot, right? I mean, I'm sure that's something that comes, you probably, I'm sure there wasn't a day where you probably didn't relive that route and that play every day.
I mean, it's a great part of history. And it's something that it'll always be a part of, and I have a nice piece of shiny hardware to show for it.
No question. We're talking with Plaxico Burress, and people say jail, prison changes a man. Are you a completely different person than you were the guy who went in 2 years ago? Are you a very different, or are you the same guy?
Priorities are different. Like I said earlier, just focusing on my family, and everything else is a bonus.
And you right now, I've been hearing every day, you have a little bit of is it ankle, foot, or whatever's bothering you right now? You got a little. Are you close to 100%? Are you going to be running full strength soon? I mean, are you close? How are you?
I feel good. I mean, I get out there and individuals and different things like that. It's more of Rex and the training staff,
right,
just pulling me out.
Just being cautious.
Yeah, just being cautious. I mean, it's not me.
You feel good.
I dress up every day to go out, and they say, we're just going to take it easy, and in. I may not like it a little bit, but, they know what's best, and they don't want me to have any further setbacks than, what I already have. And, like I say, I'm just here to, really perfecting the role that they give me, and, they're in charge.
How long does it take you to get a feel for a quarterback where you're on the same page, where it's like clockwork? I mean, is that something that can come in? Is that a couple of weeks? Is that 10 games? I mean, how long is it before you have that in your sleep, you guys, where you just know the timing, you know the routes, and it's like clockwork?
I mean, to really be honest, I think a lot of it just has to do with just talking. Talking and looking at the film, just me and him, and for me and him being on the same page, and me telling him, what I'm saying, what I'm thinking, and also him, just telling me where he wants me to be, and just giving me a chance to make a plan of football.
Do you think the coverage, the media coverage, what you've heard, seen, television, radio, TV, print, do you think the depiction and what you've heard and seen about yourself has been fair and accurate?
I haven't seen or heard.
Did you pay attention to that stuff? I mean, do you watch stuff about yourself on TV or read about yourself why you were away, stuff like that, or no?
No, I really don't get into what's going on outside of what's going on TV. I just do me and focus on, being a great football player.
Gotcha. All right. Well, listen, good luck to you. Stay healthy.
Yes, sir.
Thanks very much. Plaxico Burress back after this.